Hay fever is a massive issue for more than 10 million people in the UK. However, the system that exists around pollen forecasting is pretty archaic, with huge, broad brush readings for massive parts of the country. Up to now, there's been a ton of medication, but a real scarcity of good, localised data. The solution to better hay fever reports has been really clunky crowdsourcing, essentially turning people into sensors and asking them to push their own information into different apps. Telling an app I'm sneezing right now really isn't very useful. It's laborious, and it's also not contextual to the nuances of hay fever triggers that vary from person to person.
We wanted to experiment in this area, creating a pollen service which is not only personalised to you, but also the places you care about.
At 383, we've been thinking about how high quality but cheap sensors will be able to improve the situation and people's lives in the near future. What could we make that use new hardware and some cloud-based smarts to build a more useful allergy service? This is Nosy. Nosy is an allergy service which is personalised to users and contextual to where they live. Part of the service is provided by a connected sensor which you leave nearby. We prototyped our first Nosy for the garden using a growth particle sensor and an Arduino. Data from these sensors is then pushed to the cloud, where Nosy adds another layer of intelligence.
We wanted to use other data points to add further intelligence to the data the sensors were gathering.
We did this by mashing together local information with temperature data, local traffic reports, and Met Office data. This cloud service gives Nosy a brain and helps make basic data collection in the garden even smarter. We also wanted to personalise the service to users' individual allergies, so we take information from each user about their own allergy triggers and use that to inform how the service thinks.
Next up, we looked at how users would actually interface with Nosy. As an app on your smartphone, users can see both how the air quality is in their local area and then make smart choices on things like popping a pill, opening their windows, or just changing their behaviour. Beyond the phone, the data feed for the service can also live in more passive spaces too, such as a feed into your smart scales, a nudge from an inanimate object, or even notification on a wearable device. At 383, we believe in making more useful experiences for people through technology. The experiments that we've done with Nosy have helped us learn about how a useful service might look in the near future, experiment with intelligence that lives on hardware and in the cloud, and provide a lens on the types of activity that a brand could bring to market to create a genuinely useful product in this space.